Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, JG Sports here, bringing you guys my Cleveland Browns versus New York Jets Week 16 game preview. First of all, I want to say a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everybody who's watching this right now. I hope you guys stay safe and healthy, and hope you just enjoy the day with your loved ones. So, with that being said, let's get right into this video. So, the Cleveland Browns are 10 and 4, and on the verge of possibly clinching a playoff spot for the season here, which is huge, super exciting. It's just great to be in the playoff conversation. Browns are not used to this, but they have a real good chance at possibly clinching a playoff spot this weekend. And it all starts though with beating the Jets. That's the first task at hand. Can't worry about what everybody else is doing. You just got to worry about what you're doing, and that's first of all taking care of the Jets. Now we saw the Browns take care of the Giants last week. Who's kind of a similar team to the Jets, in my opinion. We took care of business. Wasn't the most exciting game by any means, but we went in there, took care of business. We were in control for most of the game, and we walked out of MetLife Stadium with a win. And now the Browns return to MetLife Stadium this week, but this time to take on the New York Jets. And the New York Jets are coming off of their first win of the season last week against a pretty good team, the LA Rams. And they did it on the road. So, Jets getting their first win. All of a sudden now you're like, oh shoot, are the Jets now a good team? I wouldn't say that. They got a good win, but it's only one win. They're still 1-13, and I still think the Browns should take care of the Jets pretty easily. But let's kind of dive into what each team is doing right now, and where they stand. So we'll start with the Browns. Like I said, they're 10 and 4. They have a real good opportunity here to beat the Jets. And I think it starts with, our offense. It starts with the play calling. Kevin Stefanski has been absolutely wonderful. The play calling, getting the ball to different receivers, Landry, Higgins, Hodge, and the tight ends too are doing a real good job. So I'm really liking what I'm seeing from the offense. They're really clicking. They found their identity. And I expect them to have a pretty good day against the Jets, who don't have a great defense by any means. And they just lost their top defensive lineman, Quentin Williams, I believe is his name. He's out for the season now, so that's huge. So yeah, with that, the Jets defense just isn't all that great. That was their best player, and they just lost him out for the season. And then we saw last week the Jets defense did get to the quarterback, but now without Williams, it's going to be a little tougher. Plus, our offensive line is just playing really good football. We saw Wyatt Teller unfortunately go out a few weeks ago, and Chris Hubbard replaced him, but then he got hurt. Nick Harris stepped in at the last second in the Giants game, and he did really well. So I have a lot of confidence in him. I think he can keep this up. So I'm not too worried about that. The only thing I'm a little worried about is Jedrick Wills, our left tackle, the guy we picked in the first round of the draft this year. Got placed on the COVID reserve list. I don't believe he has COVID, but he was in close contact with somebody who does. So he's questionable for this game. I heard if he keeps testing negative up until Sunday, he could possibly play in this game, but I wouldn't bank on it. If he doesn't play, then I'm pretty sure we would start Kendall Lamb, who's not bad, but obviously I'd rather have Wills there to start. But yeah, Brown's offense just looking really good. I think as long as Baker protects the ball, as long as we just just do good drives, honestly, that take up a lot of time. Manage the clock. Short passes, doesn't need to be anything huge. As long as we run an efficient offense, I think we can definitely win this game. With our defense, they played better last week, only held Giants to 6 points. However, that was the Giants. They're not great. They had a backup quarterback, and even though the Jets are not great either, I think the Jets' offense is probably a little bit better than the Giants. Sam Darnold is better than Colt McCoy. We saw him have a good week last week against the Rams. He can really hurt you on the run, and he can really throw on the run too. So he can scramble, he can throw on the run. He's not too bad in the pocket, and he's just a powerful thrower. He's obviously been struggling, and I think a lot of it has to do with the system he's in. Just not good coaching. The scheme's just not. It doesn't really fit well with him. Kind of like what happened to Baker last year. He just wasn't in a good system. I think that's really all Darnold needs. But I think Darnold's gonna come out definitely motivated. After that win last week, so I think the Browns defense is gonna have their hands quite full this week. But I think I don't think we're gonna give up like 30 plus points, but I think we're definitely gonna give up more than six this time, possibly 20 plus points. But yeah, I think the Browns defense, they're not great, but they do make plays when it counts, and that's why I'm excited about the Browns defense. Especially in the future. I think we just need a few more guys to really make this defense more solid. Hopefully Myles Garrett is looking better this week. And I know he's been struggling with COVID still. The after effects of COVID with breathing. He's been doing some breathing treatments. Just hasn't looked like himself lately. Hopefully he gets a little bit back more on track this week and gets the quarterback a little bit. And I hope some of the other guys step up as well. Yeah, this should be a fairly easy game to win. As long as we just control the clock. Don't take the Jets for granted. Take them seriously. And I believe Stefanski's gonna have our guys ready for this game, especially after the Jets winning last week. I think that actually benefits the Browns that they won because now, they're like, okay, this team can win games. We're not going to overlook them now. It's better that the Jets got their one win last week than this week against the Browns. So, yeah. As far as my predictions for this game goes, well, actually, let me say a few players to watch out for this week. I think for the Browns defense, I think the player to watch out for is definitely Denzel Ward. This will be his second week back now from injury. It was his first week back last week against the Giants. He looked a little rusty at the beginning, but then he looked pretty solid the rest of the game. And I think he's going to look even more better this game now that they kind of got the rust off a little bit. Possibly we could see him get an interception maybe, or just some passes defended. He makes a huge difference on this defense, so look out for Denzel Ward. He makes plays. As far as the offensive side of the ball goes, I think the player to watch out for is going to be Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt, if you guys didn't know, he didn't make the Pro Bowl. They announced it this past week here. Nick Chubb made it. Kareem Hunt didn't. I think that's going to motivate Hunt a little bit. He's like, hey, I'm at Chubb's level too. Why didn't I make it? And I think he's going to play harder. He's going to try to prove that, he's right on Chubb's level. So I think he's going to be the guy to watch out for. I think he'll get some reps in this game. And he usually catches a few passes too. He's not a bad receiver either. So Kareem Hunt's going to be my guy to watch out for offense. And Ward will be the guy to watch out for in defense. Now we'll get to the predictions. I kind of gave it away already. I think the Browns are going to win this game. It's going to be in a similar fashion, I think, to the Giants game. Just the only difference is maybe a little bit more scoring. I think I'm going to go with the Browns winning this game. I think I'm going to say Browns win. I'm going to say the Browns win 30 to, let's see here, 30 to 20. I think the Browns win 30 to 20 by a good 10 points. I think the Jets will probably score like a late touchdown, which will make this score look maybe closer than it is. I think the Browns will jump ahead early, then kind of start to play a little bit more relaxed throughout the game, like they kind of always do. And then kind of let them back in the game just a little bit, but not enough for them to get the win. But yeah, I think we take care of business. This team has given me no evidence that we don't win the easy games. We've won the easy games all year. And I expect them to do the same this game, especially with playoff implications on the line. Make sure you guys watch out for the Pittsburgh-Indianapolis game because whoever wins that game is got a big impact on the Browns. Then we'll hope that the Raiders beat the Dolphins, and then we'll hope the Ravens lose the Giants here for playoff scenarios here. But yeah, the Browns could possibly clinch a playoff spot this weekend. It's gonna be exciting. I hope they do. And I'm looking forward to another Browns win. So, with that being said, I will catch you guys in the next video. Go Browns.